Lazarick Homestead. Real people. Real living.
Good morning, everybody. It's Lee from Lazarick Homestead. Don't mind all this. It's literally 10:15 in the morning, and I'm still sick. It's just in my chest. But there was no school today. Oh gosh, look at this. Anyway, no school today for my daughter because we had a snowstorm come through here. It's still a little snowy. It's more icing and freezing rain that is coming, and it was going to be around the same time as dismissal. So they figured they would call it a snow day. I didn't sleep last night, the coughing. So I think I finally fell asleep a little after 3 o'clock in the morning. But I got up and I have a rotisserie chicken that I got at Market Basket, and Todd's been picking off it. He literally just takes pieces off, but it's done now. And then I have 2 big chicken leg quarters that I made too, that I figured, you know what, I'm going to pull out my Instant Pot and I'm going to try to make stock. I've never done it in my Instant Pot, I don't believe. So follow me along, guys, because I wanted to get it out of the fridge, but I wanted to make a little bit of stock for chicken soup. So let's get to it. I'm not wasting anything. No, not anymore with these prices. Alright, so Chris just washed this for me last night because I made fajitas in here for the first time. And I didn't film it because I just wasn't feeling great. So he washed it. So I'm putting the gasket back in here, the rubber gasket. You just slide it in and make sure that it's completely in there. You got to go all the way around. You got to make sure that it's pushed down all the way so that rubber gasket. And I went downstairs to look for, I have a straining basket that goes with this. Unless it was with the 6-quart. It could have been with the 6-quart. I'm not sure. And I gave my 6-quart to Prepper Steading. So I was looking and looking for it, and I can't find it. So I'm thinking I might have gave it to Prepper Steading. But I'm just not feeling that great. I'm going to do this and go lay down. I just put some hot dogs in the air fryer and cooked those up that I took out of the freezer like a week ago. I think this is in there. It is. So what we're going to do is we're going to I'm just going to lay this all in there. This is my 8-quart Instant Pot. I'm just going to get those 2 at the bottom. There we go. And I'm going to get all this gelatin stuff in there. And I'm going to I'm not throwing too much in there with it because I don't want all other flavors. But actually, you know what? I'm just going to put water in there. Because I want pure chicken stock. I don't even know how much to put in there. I'm just going to fill it. There is a max line right here. I'm just going to leave it at a half instead of all the way to 2/3. I'm going to stick a bay leaf in there because I know, and some salt. Just a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. I did look it up online, but it's over on the computer and I don't feel like going back. I know they put like a half an onion and some celery drain some carrot. But, let's see, I have some bay leaves here. I'm just going to stick 2 in there. Maybe I'll put a little bit of, one moment. Let me go grab what I have. I don't even know what I've got in here. I really don't know. Oh, I have a chopped up onion. I'll use that. I have the tops to some peppers that I cut yesterday, but I'm not going to stick them in there. I'll save them for something else. This is an onion piece that I cut up the other day. I totally forgot it was in there. Alright. And I have some celery sticks that have been sitting for quite a while. So, that's what we'll do. We'll just shove 1 or 2 in there. Yeah, they're getting soft. Alright, so we'll just shove those in there. And I have carrots that have been sitting. Okay. I'm not going to stick that green part. These are getting soft too. All right. And, well, I have a piece of red onion. Look at, stick that in there. Cleaning out the fridge, guys. Now I have a half of a sweet onion, but I'm not using the whole thing in there. I just opened this yesterday. So we're not gonna just use the whole thing. I'm just gonna just drop that in there. Save this for something else. All right, that looks good. So, we're going to get the lid on here and put the thing to sealing. Now, we are going to turn this on pressure cook for, I'm going to do 45 minutes or 30. I'm going to do 30 minutes. We're going to let this go, and we will come back in 30 minutes. Alright, so I let it natural release for 27 minutes, and I'm doing a quick release for the rest, because I want to go lay down. So I want to deal with this. So once all the air has come out and this knob goes down, I'll bring you back. Alright, so this button went down. Let this open up. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, does that look good? Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all the liquid out and then see what's left on the bones for the chicken. I'm going to take that off as well. Alright, we're going to try this. I'm going to put it into a colander. Oh, and I'm spilling it. Oh, goodness. So that's going to have to be cleaned up. One moment. Okay, so this is all the carcass and the meat. I'm going to let it sit to cool down and finish draining into this beautiful stock. And then I'll pick through it when it's cooled off and I can use my hands and put the rest of the junk in here and make a bowl of just the meat. So I'm going to let this cool and we'll be back. Alright, so I took out the big chunks of chicken. I'm going to use that in the chicken soup, or I'm going to freeze it. I'm not sure. I might just freeze this broth, but I got to take it out of here and put it into something so that I can put it in the fridge and let the top get a little cap of fat so I can scrape that off, and then I'll either freeze it or make a soup with it. I'm not sure yet. So we'll be back. Alright, so it is the next day and there is a layer of fat at the top. Not a big layer. It's not thick. But we're just going to scrape as much as we can off. And I'm going to make a soup today because I just woke up. It is literally 11 o'clock. I woke up at 9 o'clock. But I also didn't go to sleep till after 3. Just couldn't sleep. So I'm just going to get this off the top here as much as we can. It's jello-y. That's what you want. Then I have this small container here. It's very windy out and we're going to be having a storm come through tomorrow. More snow. They're saying up to 12 inches. So this will be perfect. I'm going to put it in my slow cooker. My Ninja. Grab that. I probably should have had that. I just have a very small counter, guys, so I can't put too much stuff at the same time. But we're going to get it on high. I'm going to put it on high for a little while to get the carrots and celery too. Get this here. Get this here. I was going to freeze it, but I'm like, you know what? I got carrots and celery I need to use up. So let's do that. Just add some water to that from the container. Get this on high. Nice and jello-y, that's what you want. That makes for good flavor. You're going to get every last bit of that out. Now, I did strain it again when I poured it in there under a finer mesh. Just to get in, make sure I didn't have any bones or anything small. So, that's going to sit and get melty down while I cut the veggies, and we'll be back. Now I took this that had the broth in it, and I have 2 cups of water in there. I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of this Knorr's chicken bouillon just to give it a little more flavor. And I took out that chicken. I had thrown it in the freezer. So I took the chicken and I'm going to thaw it out a little bit so I can get it cut up once it's, thawed a little bit. But I'll have time for that. Right now we're just going to cut up the vegetables. I had that other half of onion and I got some celery and some carrots. And I'm not sure what I'm going to put in. Maybe some rice. I'll do some instant rice. So it'll be chicken rice soup. I haven't had that in a while. I did the chicken rice. I did the chicken with the fine noodles, the fine egg noodles. But I've already done that. So I'll do some. I have some jars of instant white rice here. Let me see. Yeah, I have a jar, and then I have a full jar of it, and then I have this. So we're going to use that up. Because I don't usually make instant rice, but I used it for a recipe. So we're just going to mix all this up. Get this into the Ninja Crock Pot slow cooker. And we're just going to let that melt itself down. And I just lost my spoon in there. I do this every time. Oh, that's cold. But that's going to smell good. Chris is out. Chris is out today at work. Today's Friday. But he is all the way out in Deerfield. They sent him out there, which is great. He's right by the Yankee Candle Factory. He called to tell me he was at the shop waiting, I guess, at the plant. And he was waiting. So he had a chance to call me. He wasn't driving. And to let me know he was over there. That's one of my favorite places, the Yankee Candle Factory, where you can get all your candles. So I was happy for him. Although I got a big order in a couple months ago, so I don't need any candles right now. But, oh, this smells amazing. I'll add some seasonings after. But yeah, this smells amazing. And this is all pure stock from all the carcasses and the bones. Alright, I have 2 celery stalks here. I'm not sure if I'll need a third, so I'm going to put that in. And when I get the rest of it in, I will see what I need. I'm going to use this onion piece. But we'll just cut this up. This onion here is already made several meals. So that's good. This was a big onion. It's a sweet onion. But I've made several meals with it. So I'll get this chopped up, and then I'll get a couple carrots chopped up, and we'll be back. Alright, so I got the onion, the celery. I'm going to see what it looks like. Probably could use a little more of each. Yeah, I could use a little more of each. So I will add some more, and we'll be back. Alright, so I have the chicken thawing. It's getting there. So I'm going to let that thaw a little bit more. And I added 1 more carrot, 1 more celery, and the rest of that onion. And I took a little taste of the broth, and oh my yummy. It doesn't need anything else. Look at that beauty. So we're just going to let it sit for the rest of the afternoon. And when I can get the chicken cut up, I will do that and throw that in there. I have to tell you, it's only been a little over an hour, and that smells delicious. So we're going to take the chicken out of this bag, and I'm going to cut it up into smaller pieces. I just put this in the freezer last night because I did all this last night with the carcass and the Instant Pot and all that. Probably didn't even need to put it in the freezer, but I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. And I didn't want it to go bad, so in the freezer it went. But we're just going to cut the chicken into bite-sized pieces. Put it right in that bowl until I get as much as I want for the soup. Some still frozen, but that's okay. Work with what you have, guys. I have so much chicken that I froze from rotisserie chickens that I bought at Market Basket. This is one of the chickens is the carcass that Todd picked off of. He picks off it. He just picks off it and eats off the whole bird, and then because I figure buy him his own and he has it and he can eat what he wants out of it, and then I just save the carcass and boil it down. And I had bought 4 of them that day, 1 for him and 3 others, and I broke them all down and put them in the freezer. So I'm going to finish breaking up this chicken. Then we'll get it into the Ninja. And I will be back. All right. God, it smells amazing. So this is what I got. We're going to dump that in there. I didn't measure. I just cut. I don't know what the measurements were. This is all stuff that I had. I'm not going to add the rice right now. I want to wait until the veggies are softer. Because this is instant rice. I think it's Minute Maid. I used it for another recipe a while back. And I just had it in my cabinet. So we're using it up. Oh. Let me tell you, the smell is amazing. Amazing. Oh my God, it's perfect. It's not too much seasonings and not too little. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. So we're going to just let this do its thing for the afternoon, and I will be back. All right, well, I just tried a piece of celery and a piece of carrot, and they're already soft. So that was quick. It was a little about 2 hours or so on high. So I'm going to add in, I don't even know how many cups of this is. It's the Minute rice. I'm just going to use this jar. Add this to what's already here. I've switched it down to low. I can hear the wind out there. It is now 1:35, almost 1:40. So we're going to let this go and see how that looks. I don't know if I should add a little more rice. I always end up adding so much rice or noodles or whatever. So we're just going to leave it at that for now. I don't know. If I need more, I have another. Maybe I'll add just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, that's it. I always overdo it with the pasta or the rice or whatever. So we're going to leave it at that. See how that looks. All right. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm a big chicken rice soup fan. I sure am. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to put this on keep warm. Oh my. Oh my God. This is delicious. Oh my gosh. Perfect amount of rice for me. All right. So there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.